Death is no stranger to me, and throughout my long life I have witnessed its power, quiet and unrelenting, claiming kings and beggars, heroes and cowards alike. I have seen it fall like a silent arrow in the dark and blaze like fire on the fields of war. And though my people do not die as men do, we too are not beyond its reach. Come, friend. The night is long, and the fire is kind. Sit close, and I will speak, for there are few now who remember these truths. Let the crackle of the wood and the song of the owls be our witness, as I tell you what becomes of the children of Ilúvatar, and others besides, when their time in Arda comes to its end. Ah, the fate of men. It is the greatest mystery of all. When the spirit of a man is released, it passes beyond the circles of the world, beyond the reach of the Valar, beyond the shores even of a man. None know its road or resting place but Ilúvatar himself. This is their gift, though most men name it doom. It is said that in the second music, when all is remade, they shall return, to sing in the harmony of a world perfected, unbroken by Melkor's discord. But these are only whispers and prophecies, half remembered even by the wise. What we know is this: when the body of a man falls, the spirit departs swiftly. Never have I felt the lingering presence of a mortal, as I have with elves or even dwarves. There is a strange nobility in it, I think, their brief years and their quiet courage, knowing that beyond the horizon lies the unknown, and walking toward it anyway. For the Eldar, there is no such release. We are bound to Arda, to its beauty and its wounds alike, until the very end of days. When an elf dies, by violence, by grief, or simply by weariness, the spirit is drawn to the Halls of Mandos, in Valinor beyond the sundering seas. There, in the silent grey halls, the spirit waits. Time in Mandos is not as it is in Middle-earth. Some heal and return, their bodies remade, to walk again in the world, as Cerfindol did after his valor in Gondolin. Others linger until the world's ending, unable or unwilling to take form again. Yet even in rebirth, we do not escape the weight of years. Every joy, every sorrow, every fading leaf, we remember it all. Immortality, some call it. But to me, it is a long song, beautiful and sorrowful, that never truly ends until the music itself is rewritten. The fate of the Nargrim is more veiled still. The dwarves themselves claim that their maker, Mahal, whom we call Aulë, gathers them to his deep halls when they die. There, beneath the roots of the earth, they await the remaking of the world, when they will aid their father in reforging Arda, stone and steel and fire renewed. Many among my people doubt this tale, but I do not. I have seen the fire in their eyes when they speak of Mahal, a faith as unyielding as the mountains they love. And if Ilúvatar has a place for us, surely he has not forgotten his adopted children, fashioned from Aulë, longing for kin. The halflings are said to be a branch of the race of men, though they seldom think of themselves in such grand terms. Their fate, I suspect, is the same as their taller kin, to pass beyond the circles of the world into the keeping of Ilúvatar, where no shadow of Arda can follow. But in them, death often comes like a quiet twilight. Not a storm, gentle and unremarked, a soft passing. Perhaps that is their secret strength, to to live simply and go quietly, leaving the world better than they found it, without seeking to understand the mystery that lies beyond. The Ents are older than memory, shaped by Yavanna herself. Their spirits are woven deep into the roots of Arda, tied lovingly to the forests they guard. If the woods thrive, they endure. But when the trees fall and the forests grow silent, the Ents dwindle. Already, many are fading, becoming still and tree-like, until they are no more. What happens after, none can say. Perhaps Yavanna gathers them to her, as a mother calls home her children, or perhaps they remain part of the song of the earth until the final healing at the end of time. And what, you may ask, of the creatures of darkness? The orcs, the trolls, the twisted spawn of Morgoth? If the old tales are true, and I believe they are, the first orcs were bred from elves, captured and broken in the dark pits of Utumno. Their fear, their souls, once fair and bright, are chained now by evil, and their wills enslaved to the shadows. When such a creature dies, I think its spirit is drawn in fear and torment to the void, or else to the dark remnants of Morgoth beyond the world, unable to find peace for all time. It is a cruel fate, for though they are wicked, they did not choose their first corruption. They are prisoners of a shadow older than the sun. As for trolls and other foul beasts, most are no more than mockeries, shells filled with lesser spirits or with no soul at all. When they are slain, they return to nothing, unmade like smoke scattered by the wind. It is some comfort, at least, to know that only the righteous and kind shall prevail into the next life, whilst those that indulged in the savageries of war shall fall into the darkness they once thrived in. And what of the lesser creatures? The hawk, the hound, the deer in the silent glades? I believe their spirits, untroubled and pure, return at once to the music of Ea, rejoining the harmony from which they were first sung. In the remaking, when Arda is healed, perhaps they will be sung anew, unbroken and unafraid. And with all my heart, I hope they are. For the creatures of this earth are beautiful and deserving of peace, and I don't believe Ilúvatar will forget about the small and innocent souls in nature's cradle. So you see, friend, death is not an ending but a turning of the page. Men, fleeting as the morning dew, pass beyond the circles of the world to a freedom we envy, but can never know. We elves linger, bound to this land until the last note of the world's music is played. Dwarves await the deep forges of Mahol, and the gentle hobbits slip away quietly, as softly as they lived. And the dark ones, their doom is harder. For chains forged in evil rarely break, even in the long sleep of death. Sometimes, when the night is deep and the stars burn cold above Rivendell, I wonder what Eru has written for us all. But it is not ours to know, not until the final chord is struck and the world is made anew. Now, drink, friend, and warm your hands by the fire. The night is deep, and though the wind whispers of endings and the mysteries of the universe, we still have time before the dawn approaches.